He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. Hola, amigos. It's Will here from Will's Custom Figures, coming at you today with a big bad breakdown of none other than Rest in Peace Wyndham Rotunda Bray Wyatt. So please, guys, sit back and relax while I talk you through this retro Hasbro WWF/WWE wrestling figure and everything else in between. So first things first, why did I make him? This was a passion project started back when Bray was, man, he was doing the Bray Wyatt thing. I think this was around the time where he faced The Undertaker at WrestleMania. I was obsessed with the character many, many moons ago. And as you can probably tell from anybody that's watched this video for a long time, this is on either an earthquake or a typhoon body. I can't remember which one. I do apologise for that. I should really know and have all my facts available to you. But here we go as a bit of a size comparison. Here is none other than, of course, Big Boss Man. And here is Akeem the African Dream, just to show you a little bit of a size comparison and how he holds up next to some other figures. Now, the great news is that this Bray Wyatt, as I say, it is a bit of a passion project. Usually, most things you see on this channel have been made as a commission. However, this one has not. This was made just solely for my love of the character. And unfortunately, since starting to make this character, he did indeed pass away. So very, very sad times, and obviously it's heartbreaking, the circumstances. He's long gone, way before his time was due. But also there was a lot of buzz around Bray Wyatt at the moment. There's a lot of buzz around Uncle Howdy. There's a lot of buzz around Eric Rowan. Man, I couldn't find the figure out for the start of this video, but I was looking everywhere in my son's collection to try and find it, to go with Luke Harper, rest in peace, and of course The Fiend. However, nevertheless, I dug this guy out and I wanted to finish him off. So let me give you a little bit more of the specifics as to how I made him. One more size comparison just with one of my custom figures here. Here is Retro Warlord. Man, like, look at these two together. If you just put them on a shelf, that's an instant talking piece. I love it. And Bray Wyatt, the good news is available to buy on eBay this week. So I'll be dropping this on Wednesday evening, I believe. And yeah, this will be ending. I think Bray Wyatt's listing will be ending around about Sunday night. So very excited if you want to get this in your collection. If you want to get the Champion of Suffering there in your collection, then jump onto eBay, search Bray Wyatt custom figure, Will's Custom Figures, and it should come up. Fingers crossed. Now let's get into the details. School photo time. Say cheese. No, I can't smile. And talk about a fantastic looking face sculpt. This was taken from the Mattel. I believe it was a basic Bray. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, this head sculpt, man. Oh, the hair, everything about it. So, so cool. These tattoos all hand painted on there. I'm not 100% sure if they're accurate. It's very hard to find just the tattoos that he had from this era. If you search Bray Wyatt arm tattoos, you see a lot of the later stuff come up. And I actually had to do tattoos under the arms. So he's got a lot of tribal on top of like this weird dragon and skull. And yeah, I had to repaint the whole thing. So I used a Citadel flesh colour for the entire body, for the arms, for the fingers, the hands, everything else. And luckily he was already wearing a vest, so just painted that nicely in. A lot less tattoos here. It was way before the Fiend character was actually created. But yeah, did go over and repaint the whole beard, the hair. Used clay as well. You can probably see at the back here, a little bit of clay where it's all attached on, just to make sure the head is nicely secured to the body. And there's no articulation in the head, but the arms do still articulate up and down. I'm not going to move it too much because I'll let whoever buys it on eBay do that. The legs still move, but of course, if you're going to do that, you are going to wear some of the white pants out. Now, I've worked on many different Brays over the years, and he always has these sort of, they're very odd sort of boots. There's a bit of brown on the top of them near where the laces sort of would go. But these trousers, very, very plain, very, very straightforward, but don't he pull it off? Just most people wouldn't be able to wear just white pants. However, look at how much is going on this figure, and just with Bray in general, some of the fantastic tribute artwork and things I've seen on things like Instagram and Facebook and so forth have been absolutely amazing. There was so many different things that Bray could do, that he could pull off. For anybody that doesn't know, he was kind of like a modern day Mick Foley crossed with Undertaker and Kane, like that darker side of wrestling that hasn't really been seen or even touched by anybody legitimately since those three were going around in the Attitude Era and around that time. So rest in peace to it. Absolute true legend. It was a pleasure getting to work on your figure, Bray Wyatt. And it's been a pleasure getting to film this video for you guys. I've used a lot of clay, as you can see, to create the trousers that he's wearing. I've used a lot of clay to attach the head on. But other than that, there really isn't too much going on other than just a nice little paintwork. Now, I always use a turquoise blue and a red to do all the tattoos. I really think that's a nice coloration, that how it comes off. The rest of it is painted with Vallejo colours, so whites, blacks, browns, beastie browns, leather greys, and all those kind of things. So if anybody does want one of these figures in their collection, please just hit me up. I don't have any Earthquake figures to show you guys as a comparison. However, as mentioned, I do have another couple of figures that I can use for one of these, or I can order a figure in from eBay. If anybody does want to buy one, just message me directly and it'd be a pleasure to work on this. Will he be in the Hall of Fame? I hope so. And I know so. Of course he will. Nobody can have a career like Bray Wyatt did and to be taken so soon, but have achieved so much in such a short period of time. Man, it goes without saying that this guy is ultimately an absolute Hall of Famer. And I really do wish his brother, or Bo Dallas, aka Uncle Howdy, I wish him and all of his friends and everybody else, his wife and his children, the best. Absolutely rest in peace to a legend. So my final reflections, man, this figure turned out exactly how I wanted it to be. It wasn't too laboursome, and I really, really enjoyed working on it. I'd probably give it about an 8 or a 9 out of 10. Being really, really critical of myself, I would like to have had more articulation, maybe in the head, so it could move around. But as I mentioned, this was many years in the making. Probably about 7 years ago, I started doing this guy. So to pull him out and to finally get him finished, I could not be happier to have him in my collection. And I'm going to bring in, just before we go, Bret the Hitman Hart, and I'm going to bring in another, well, controversial Hall of Famer, but Jimmy Snuka. It's been a pleasure getting to film this video for you guys. I really hope you like what you see. Let me know in the comment section below if you want one of them in your collection, and how cool do they look. Man, absolutely badass. And other than that, please give me a follow, a like, subscribe on Facebook, here on YouTube or Instagram, and there'll be more pictures and more content coming every single week from now until the end of time. And speaking from that, he has the whole world in his hands, and it's been a pleasure getting to film this video, guys. I hope you like it. Adios.